say that I'm not the same girl. Let's say you think that I'm in my own world. What makes them think that I have changed? Yeah, I let her go, could not erase my problem. Be like you, I have to try.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenascia, and for this week's video, you could think of this as like a big sister type of advice because baby, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. College is not for the weak, but I think it'd be great. Everybody's always talking about, the halls and what they're buying for their dorms and yada, yada, yada. I think we really need to talk about the things you really need to know. And that's what I'm here for. So stick around and you'll find out all the juicy things you need to know. Because baby, in my 4 years of school, I've made a lot of mistakes. So I'm here to help you so you don't make as many as me. But the first one, and it's going to be the most repeated thing you will hear. Read your syllabus. Read your syllabus. Read your syllabus because I think school starts in like the next few weeks for most people because it's currently the ending of July. It's going to give you all the answers that you need for the whole semester. Things that your professor is going to say verbally or is not going to say because he or she may expect that you have read the syllabus. If you're a freshman, okay, they might be a little lenient, but after freshman year, baby, they're not holding your hand no more. They will not be holding your hand no more. Because I feel like the syllabus answers majority of the questions that people typically have within either the first few weeks or even throughout the entire semester. So do as you please, but don't act like you don't know when they don't want to help you because it's written in the syllabus. They're gonna like walk around as if it's stamped on their forehead. It's in the syllabus, and most professors will not budge. Your advisor is going to most likely make your schedule for you. So if you have that 8 a.m., that 9 a.m., that 10 a.m., baby, do not skip that class. Don't skip any of your classes actually. However, I do understand that morning classes could be a little bit harder to get up for, especially if it's like a Monday morning at 9 a.m. on like a Monday morning. But it is very important that you actually go to your classes because the one time that you skip, baby, you might as well kiss that grade goodbye. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, some of the professors, they definitely don't grade you based on attendance. It's based off of the actual classwork. But some professors, they might slide it into your grade. And now, boom, you're down 10, 15% because you decided you didn't want to show up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Whose fault is that? I can say that out of my 4 years of college, I didn't start taking this advice or actually, utilizing this type of advice to my fullest advantage until probably like my last semester of college. I'm a senior now. So it's a lot. But if you're failing, or if you're not failing, but if you're having a hard time and struggling in class, go to them office hours. Then people will set aside time to actually sit down with you guys and go through anything that you have no idea that you're learning. It's in they pay. Go use the time. It's not like they sitting there lollygagging. Sometimes they do, but as soon as you get an assignment, don't think that, this isn't going to be too hard. I could start it later. Just start it now. Just literally start it now because it can help you in the long run, especially because life is so unpredictable. You don't want to say, okay, you'll start it later and then boom, in like the next few days, 2, 3 days, now you got assignments piled on from this class, from that class. And on top of that, if you have work, if you have a club, if you have this, if you have that, life in college goes by so fast and it gets jam-packed even faster. The least you can do is at least start the document. Just start the document just so that you're not stressing out and trying to piece everything together because rush work, that's not saying that rush work won't always be good work, but sometimes it's actually really terrible. And you don't want to hand in a bunch of terrible work because this is the next level. This is not high school. Depending on what your school uses, whether it's OneDrive or Google Drive, whatever it is, back up all your stuff. Back up all your stuff. I think this one time when I had a grant due and the whole 30-page paper. And I was almost done with the paper and literally half of the documents went missing. So I had to go through and dig up. Good thing I thought to put it in my OneDrive to save it all to my school's email because I literally almost cried Do you know how long it took me to write 30 pages worth of work? Plus, I had to input graphs and I had to use different types of sources. My sources page was probably like 10 pages long. No, not 10 pages long, like 2 pages long. But still, that's crazy. Like, if I didn't back it up, I would have had to restart all of that all over again. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have just dropped out. I'm not gonna lie. I would have just dropped out. Because who's writing 30 pages all over again? Huh? And then the assignment was due like very, very soon. Bro, I'm bugging. I would have been bugging. Yo, nah. Please don't be like me. Back up all your stuff because you don't want that stress. I think one last thing that I have is at least have like some kind of like calendar. Either use Google Calendar, Notion, Good Notes. What else there is? A physical calendar if you have one. Like I literally have one right up on like over my desk. I bring that calendar everywhere that I go. Everywhere I go. And then I also sync all of my stuff to my calendar on my phone as well. Baby, all my classes, all my assignments, everything is sent to from my email to my calendar. So there is no excuse for me personally to not know something is due or not know that I have something coming up or I have a class in like 20-30 minutes, but I'm all the way on the other side of campus. You know, like it helps me stay on top of things because if it's up to me, baby, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna do other things that don't got nothing to do with me, you know? Now on to one of the biggest things, money. I understand this administration is dipping into your pockets, like literally in your pockets and taking out the little funds that you possibly could have or you possibly could receive. However, for those that do receive things like refund checks from like their grants or their scholarships and yada, 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 please, I can't stress it enough, y'all. Budget your refund check. Budget it, split it aside. Like I didn't start learning how to budget any of my money until I think like ending of my junior year. What? And I was getting money, y'all. I was getting money. I don't even know. Like I'm actually sad. I am actually so sad about all the money that I literally let like slip right through my fingers. And because at one point, like in one scholarship, in one semester, I would get like $5,000. I don't know where that money went. I don't know. I really don't know, and I really wish I had that money right now. Like sophomore year, me did not need 5 bands. I'm not gonna lie. Literally, if you have that kind of money, I utilize Nerd Wallet. I use their 50-30-20 plan to budget 50 for like emergencies, 30 for necessities, and then 20 is like, you know, fun money or whatever. Sometimes depending on how much like I was getting or how much I got paid from other jobs, I would split it up or like switch the money around. Do not buy them textbooks. Do not go to that store and buy them textbooks unless the textbook is connected to your homework, because that's how them schools be getting you. That's exactly how them schools be getting you to buy them $300 textbooks, because they're like, oh yeah, it's connected to your homework. Oh, you need to go eat some dirt. Because why would you possibly dip deeper in people's pockets like that? That's highway robbery. The same assignments, y'all telling me y'all can't afford to just separate it, you know, give the textbook if people want it, you know, do the bundle for the people that want it, and then just the homework for the people that cannot afford it. They already paying $1,000 to get this damn piece of paper that said, congratulations, you graduated from XYZ college. What? You're a thief. You're literally a thief. Oh my gosh. What? McGrath Hill, I got beef with you. You got my money almost all 4 years. And I don't like that. I say that only because sometimes in the beginning of the semester, it's not 100% needed. Like some professors be like, oh yeah, it's highly recommended for you to have the syllabus because the coursework is going to be based off of it. Sometimes you don't really need to do all that. Go on Google, look up X, Y, and Z textbook PDF. That's all you gotta do. Look up the PDF. You can most likely find that if you just look at it like that. You don't gotta stress yourself out for any of the other foolishness. I promise you. For certain schools, make sure you really look at the different type of meal plans or meal blocks that you could possibly get. At my school, we have probably like 6 or 7 meal plans or like meal blocks that you could possibly use. Because some of the resident halls that are on my campus, people have like full kitchens, and then there are those that have no kitchen, or they have like a kitchenette. where you still have to get a full meal plan. Like for me in my last year, I had to still get a full meal plan even though I had a kitchenette. And then for others, they all they really could have got was like the little block plan if they decided that they wanted to still have something where they can just go swipe on campus and just go get food. Because those meal plans, they can run out pretty quickly. If you're not thinking strategically about food, if you're getting food every second of the day and you wonder why by October, November, why you ain't got no money, it's because you're being large. Like, why are you eating every second of the day? Check to see if your school has a food pantry, if there are free food events going on campus. Maybe if you go to a big campus, you might have, more leeway with certain things. If you go to a smaller campus, okay, it might be a little harder for you to, stretch certain things or get certain things that are free, but you never know. Closed mouths don't get fed. You want to eat, right? Okay. That freshman 15 ain't gonna come from nowhere. Come on, baby, you gotta get the weight. Because you wanna make sure that you're getting your money's worth. Yes, eat pretty often. However, make sure you're being smart when it comes to using this. Because granted, they can run out pretty fast, but then you don't want to be hungry because now you're going to have to spend extra money that you probably don't have, or you're going to have to ask either family or start working, and that's going to start impeding on your academics, and you don't want to do that. Apply for them scholarships. They are very hard to get. They're very hard to get, but they're out there. I wish I had someone that could have told me this when I was, in my younger years. That, girl, just because you're in college doesn't mean that you can't apply for scholarships or grants or whatever. Apply for it all. They got free money out there. You might as well go get it. It ain't gonna hurt nobody besides you if you don't put the work in. Yeah, you see that they got a supplemental essay for like 100 words or whatever. 100 words is nothing. We talk a lot of words in probably like 2 minutes. You can write 100 words to get a little $1,000. That could be for books. That can go directly to you, or it can go right to your tuition bill and it can help you out. It's really up to you. You gotta put the work in, baby. I say a good thing to start is an emergency fund, even if it's at least like, $5, $10 a week. Like if you can stretch that $5, $10 a week, that's not too bad. But an emergency fund can come in handy. There were so many times where either I ran out of food, or if you have like a car, like how I had a car, like how I had like how I had a car on campus. This can be very beneficial because my car would only go through so much, or like I need gas money, or it would just be something could possibly go wrong and you just need the extra funds. Having some kind of emergency fund would actually help you out tremendously. And I can't stress this enough, I wish I had something like this, because it would have helped me so much. I would not have cried the tears I cried, baby. It's just a lot. It was just a lot. And college would teach you that you gotta be resilient, boo. You gotta bounce back no matter what. But you know what? It's not for everybody. I'm gonna say that now. College is not for everybody. However, those that are blessed and have the finances or the academics to get to college, baby, you might as well get as much as you can out of these people. They're gonna suck the life out of you. I think one of my favorite things about being a student is literally them student discounts. I think, what's the one that I use? I like to use Student Beans. I don't know if y'all can see that. But literally it's a whole website that has pretty much everything that you could think of. Utilize your student discount. Even if it's not on a website like Student Beans, literally at stores, look on different websites and different brands if they offer student discounts. If you can save a penny, go save that penny. You're gonna need it for something else. Now on to my second favorite thing, the dorms. I love a good dorm. I love an apartment. I love it all. The very first thing, baby, bring that medicine. Bring that medicine. You will be surprised on how fast and how easy it is to get sick at college. However, for me personally, not to brag, I think I got sick only like 4 or 5 times out of the full 4 years, because I do not play. I drink my tea. I take even if I feel a little sniffle, baby, that medicine, that Terraflu. Terraflu will be your best friend. NyQuil will be your best friend, especially that Terrafood tea. Yeah, it's not as nasty as the other stuff and it hits you a little bit faster. Go get you some of that. Get you the safety kit, all of that. Everything. You never know when you're going to need it, so you might as well be prepared. Literally, preparation will save your life. If you are living in a communal space, them bathrooms, let me come a little closer. Them bathrooms, that's nasty. Go get you some shower shoes before it's too late. Some people, I remember this girl, she left her menstrual pad in the bathroom. The ladies with the really fine hair, they be washing their hair every single day. I'm talking to y'all. Stop leaving y'all hair balled up in the bathroom. The kids do not need to be seeing that, like at all. I'm so serious. That's real nasty. But wear them shower shoes. Fungus in your toes and on your feet, baby. You don't want your toes to be falling. You don't want your toenails to be falling out. That's nasty. I've seen somebody's toenails fall out. I've seen fungus on somebody's feet. It is not a good look at all, boo. You too cute for that. Don't get that. Learn when the off hours are for the laundry room. It will be on you if you do not take the time out to learn when them kids is not in there utilizing all 5 washing machines and all 5 dryers. Because for some reason, schools don't think that laundry rooms need more than like 6 washing machines and 6 dryers. I don't know what that's about. Y'all make enough money to invest in everything, but y'all building random buildings and y'all giving money to random folks. It will save you and your sanity a lot if you just take the time out to learn. Because if you mistakenly think that you're gonna wash clothes randomly on a Saturday, good luck. Make sure you have enough cleaning products. Make sure you are taking out the time to establish a day where you are cleaning your room. You're like resetting, because this is your life. Like, this is your home for the next like 4 to 9 months, depending on like what type of housing you get. This is your home. Invest in your home. Make sure that you are taking the time out to improve and make it feel homey. Just because you on campus don't mean you gotta live like you living outside and being homeless, baby. Like, no. Get quality sheets, get quality pillows, get quality everything. You will regret it in the long run, especially when it comes to like your bedding, like I said, with the sheets and the pillows and all that, with the mattress topper. Invest in a good mattress topper. You know how much back pain I was in like my first semester because I thought I was too cool for school and didn't get a proper freaking memory pad. To this day, I still got neck pain. Like, I literally have neck pain because I did not invest. Granted, it's not as bad because, you know, I have adult money now. So like, I went out and I bought the proper things. But I literally lived in an apartment for one of my years. I lived in an apartment for two of my years, but I also had like the mattress topper. That junk will give you literally the best night's sleep ever. Get it. Literally get it. Now on to the social life. This is, I think, the part of college that scares people the most, is trying to find your people. It is okay if you don't find your people in the first week. It's because sometimes the people that you meet in the first week are the most trifling hoes you ever met in your life. You don't want that, boo. You don't want that. You don't want to just rush into relationships. You want to nurture and water these relationships, because I see all types of relationships as flowers. If you do not literally nourish it, they're gonna wither up and they're gonna die. No matter what you think, and they gotta be reciprocal. Don't do no one-sided relationships where you always trying to be the best friend that you could possibly be, but they ask to you, boo. They ask to you. It's okay to stay your ass home. It's okay. You don't gotta go everywhere. You do not have to go everywhere. Every single party, every little outing, you don't have to go. Because sometimes if you try to find your way every single space, you're going to get bored very fast. You're gonna get bored very fast. Like when I first came into college, I was at almost every function. I was doing all the most. I was outside drinking, having it. Granted, I don't condone underage drinking. Don't do that, kids. You're gonna ruin your livers before time. I'm not gonna tell nobody how to have a good time, you know? But that's besides the point. Now I'm 22. I hardly go out. If I go out, best believe I'm gonna have a time. But it's every once in a blue moon, you know? I don't feel the need or the urge to want to go out anymore because I already overextended myself during like the first 2 years. Sprinkling a little third year, but I feel like I was going through a lot mentally, so I was like, ooh, baby. Nah, dog. I was just doing way too much. However, like I said, you do not have to go everywhere. Some things are better off to miss you because you don't want to jeopardize either your academics or like the way people or the way you carry yourself, because it can mess up your image bad, baby. If people see you everywhere, they only gonna think, oh damn, you don't see her in class, but she at every function. Now you got a bad reputation on your hands. You got a bad reputation on your hands, boo. Nobody want to be that. I'm not gonna lie. I changed my major like 3 times. Like, I'm on my 3rd major. Unfortunately. It's okay, but I low-key wish that I was able to join an organization that was dedicated towards my major, especially my major now because I'm public health. I graduate this year fall after my internship because I have to do an internship. So I am going to touch on that too because that's also something good to also know. Yeah, at least join at least one organization that has to do with your major because you never know. This is like a networking thing. College is literally a big game of networking. If you know the right people, if you can get put into any room you want to. It's really up to you if you want to put the work in. You have to put the work in. Speaking of networking, if you're a freshman, network with the upperclassmen. Network with your advisors, your professors. Connect with these people. You never know how these people can impact your life and how you can impact theirs as well. Because who knows? Yes, you may be young, but you can have a lot to offer to those that do not know you. Like, I've connected with people in like a whole nother school. I was able to do research at Penn State. I never even thought I was able to. What? That's all I hear. But I never thought that I would have been able to reach out to certain people and get to know certain things, to get myself into certain rooms. If you don't open up your mouth and talk to these people, you never know what opportunities you can leave on the table. You need to try. One thing about college, you need to try. That's the one thing I'm asking you to do. Yes, you may not know me, or yes, you do know me. Baby, take what I'm saying as a grain of salt if I don't really care. I'm just offering you advice. I was in this predicament at one point. I'm the eldest out of 3 daughters, 3 kids. I don't have nobody that can ask for help for college. This stuff is all brand new to me. And granted, I have another sister that's in college, but she has a completely different experience than me because we did not go down the same paths academically, especially with like high school and stuff like that. We are all on different paths. So when we are trying to network, it makes sense. And then one thing I would want to leave off on, everybody is not your damn friend. Say it with me. Let me hold your hand. Everybody's not your friend. And that's okay. I learned that the hard way. I wanted to be everybody's friend. Now I have like 3 friends, if that. I don't even know. And it's like I cherish them deeply, but some people are very bad mind and they will try to bring you down because they see you have this glow to you. I don't know what it is. Like if you have this certain like aura or glow where people feel the need to just want to snatch that back. Why are you so weird? Like college will teach you that people are odd, and it would teach you that some people's parents did not whoop their ass enough. Because what you mean to tell me you come all the way up here in your grown age at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 65, and you still act like you got no sense? That means you didn't get your ass beat enough at home, or people in the streets didn't beat your ass enough. Or you're going to come across the wrong person and get your ass beat because you think it's okay to act a certain kind of way and to treat people a certain kind of way. Don't be mean. Don't be an asshole. Don't be dumb. Like, that's just it, y'all. And I think now, like, going off of that, I feel like the social life, it also plays a part with your health. Do not risk your sleep for nobody or nothing. I'm gonna tell you again, do not risk your sleep for no assignments, no boy, no girl, no friend, nobody. Because at the end of the day, who's the one that's getting the degree? I hope it's you. I hope you didn't go to school to go make no friend and get no ring and yada, 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 whatever the hell other people be saying. I don't want to hear none of that. You go to school for your education. Why are you doing other things that have no business with you? Go to your bed. Like, baby, the assignments, the people, those things can wait. Especially them assignments. Don't you dare pull an all-nighter. If you don't know it by, I say you got a class at like 9 a.m. You got an exam at 9 a.m. Do not stay up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning trying to cram for an exam. If you don't know it by 11 p.m. that night, go to bed. Go to bed. It's only going to hurt you in the long run because you are literally blowing up your brain. Actually, not even blowing it up, you're shrinking it. You're not getting enough sleep. You need sleep. You're not able to retain anything if you do not have enough sleep. But people don't realize that because a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, I could pull an all-nighter. I could pull this all-nighter, that all-nighter. I could pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a million. That will hurt you in the long run. And then you wonder why you can't remember anything at the age of 22. You need to go to sleep. Make sure you also drink your water. Drink your water. Get a Stanley. You don't even gotta get a Stanley. I just like my Stanley. It's really aesthetic and it's real cute. Get me, she's that girl. But you don't gotta get a Stanley. Get a Hydro Flask. Get whatever thing that works for you, and make sure you got water on you. If you don't even just have water on you, keep like electrolyte packets with you because you'll be surprised on how fast you can get dehydrated and how often people are walking around dehydrated. They're looking sucked out. You can tell when somebody is dehydrated. Don't let that be you, baby. Another important thing to know or to make sure that you map out as soon as you get on campus, know exactly where your health center is. Make sure you know where it's at because you don't want for it to be like the time when you actually need it and you're running around like a headless chicken trying to find this damn health center and trying to get help. Or your next thing is now you got to go to the hospital. You got to do X, Y, X, Y. Utilize the stuff you have on campus because you're paying for it. Instead of going off campus to an urgent care, make sure you go to the health center that's on campus for any of your needs, whether it's like sexual, mental, or even basic like checkups. Do those things. Save yourself the time, the money, and the energy because at the end of the day, like I said, you're paying for it. Prioritize your mental health. Prioritize your mental health. I did not start prioritizing my mental health until I think junior year. And I was just starting out. Like where I am today, oh baby, I am better mentally, way better. I think finding the proper therapist and the proper, like if you decide you want to go on like medication, stuff like that, that stuff is personal. Share it with who you want to share it with, but make sure you're doing it for you. Don't let nothing deter your mental health because your mental is all you really have at the end of the day. Your mental and your physical health is all you. So work on it. Prioritize it. Literally prioritize it. I cannot stress it enough. Now going into the adulting aspect of all of this, career. Baby, your career starts as soon as you walk through them damn doors. You don't want to wait until the last second to try to start getting your career together. Granted, it's like me calling, what they say? The pot calling the kettle back, Bati Black. I don't think that I started my career in the best way. Like, I didn't realize what I want to do career-wise until like junior year, low key. Because I switched my major in junior year to public health. Granted, public health is a lot better though, for me though. I think that was the best choice for me because it gives me this foundation that regular like health majors weren't going to necessarily give me. That's what I felt. That's how I felt. Not saying that's everybody's choice and stuff like that, but I don't know, y'all. I do not know. Like I've changed not only my major, but like my career choice, or like many times, like what professional degree I wanted to get. Now, like when I first came into college, I actually was a nursing major. I went from nursing, saw that I didn't want to do that stuff. Then I went to health science. Health science was cool. It's like similar to public health, but it's more of like the sciences and the math. It's not policy. It's not anything like that, like how public health is. Public health has more to do with the community instead of learning like the sciences and the maths and certain things like that. They all like intertwine at the end of the day, but I feel like public health just fit best for me. At the end of the day, I do not play, honey. I do not play. When it comes to me in my life, I do not play. I wanted to be a neonatologist at one point. That's a neonatal surgeon. But I said, no, that's not me. I don't want to be a surgeon anymore. It just doesn't resonate with me. Like I know I want to go into maternal and child care. That's what I want to get my doctorate in. So the things that I'm doing right now and trying to set myself up with, I wish I had guidance back in like freshman year to at least help me steer in a proper direction. Granted, I did change my major, like I said, 3 times, but I feel like if I had the proper guidance, I wouldn't have changed it as much and I would have known what I want to do from the jump. Like I wouldn't have been stressing and trying to figure out XY. I would have been able to get it done like in an appointed time. And for my school specifically, in my last year, I had to do an internship in order to get my degree. Some majors, you can do it throughout the 4 years. I didn't know what I wanted to do specifically, so it's like getting an internship. I don't even know what I want to do. Like I'm just lollygagging at this point, wasting people's time and money, and wasting my own time and money. But I low-key wish that because I knew that I wanted to do something healthcare related. I wish I did an internship in healthcare, like anything healthcare, whether it was the government side, whether it was like hospital side or even the justice side. I wish I just had something lined up, but maybe we live and we learn. And I can only blame myself for certain things and certain actions that I've done in like my career, my collegiate career. However, there's certain things that I feel like were limited to me because I didn't have certain resources or knew the right people. So it was like, it was a lot, it was a lot going on, but I can't blame nobody else but myself, I'm not going to try and blame anybody but myself. Go ahead and start setting up that LinkedIn. Go get that headshot. Start doing your resume. Do something. If you don't take anything else from this video, take this. Go do that LinkedIn. It will help you in the long run. That's another thing that helps with like the networking. Because I didn't realize until like my senior year that, people really be using this stuff. People really be utilizing this app and this software to get them far. I thought it was just like a professional Facebook. I won't lie. I thought LinkedIn was a professional Facebook, but it low-key still kind of is. But it does help you better than regular Facebook, in my opinion. Granted, I don't even be on Facebook, so what do I know? You'll be surprised on who you can get in contact with just because they're low-key a little nosy and they want to know what you did. People that network a nosy species. We will always want to know more or know a why, So if you have something that you're proud of, why wouldn't you want to share that with someone else? Why wouldn't you, if you put the work in, go and share it with the world? I wish I would have shared it. Granted, I could still post it, but I never had any real pictures and stuff like that from my symposium and stuff like that, because it was something new to me. It was something new to me. I'm the first in my whole family to do something like this, so I literally don't know a lot of things. I have to research a lot of things, but it's okay. And I think another thing too with your academic career, make sure that you connect with your professors and actually build a genuine relationship with them. Just not only because you want to ask them for letters of recommendation, but it's good to still have contact with people that helped you get to where you are in your career. The letters of recommendation will show that they didn't only just know you with your academics, but they knew you and got to know you as a person outside of your schoolwork. You don't want to just be another name in a grade, because that's what a lot of us are to these professors if they don't see something in you, I want you to know that you are meant for more, and these professors want you to know that. Yes, you're an adult because some of you guys are going into college at 18, but some of you all are 17 or even 16. If you're really bright, I commend you. But one thing I think people should really learn how to do in college is to cook. At least learn how to cook at least 5 to 10 good meals. 5 to 10 good meals that are actually filling and healthy for you, because you don't want to be just stuffing out McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Chipotle and all these Chinese food. You don't want to be doing that, because it'll go right to your hips, boo. It'll go right to your hips, and now you can't fit into your jeans. That's not something that you need. That's not something that you need. And the second thing, I feel taxes. Learn how to do your taxes. Learn. You don't even have to be the tax representative. You don't got to do all that. That's up to you if you decide you want to, learn how to do that and start a little business. That's one thing. But you don't have to at the end of the day. Learn at least the little basics. Learn what a W-2 is, a 1099. Literally learn the basic things that you may need. Because you can even get a tax return from whenever you pay for your actual tuition. If you're coming out of pocket, you can get money back at the end of the tax year for that. But a lot of people don't know that. when they're going into college because people don't teach that. One thing I know I started learning how to do, or not even learning how to do, or learning to do, is to check my emails every single day. College is going to teach you to check them damn emails every single day, because sometimes your professor might email you, or you might get a job interview or an internship interview. Something is in their email, or something like a scholarship or a grant or just something important. Learn to check your emails every single day, because it's going to become a habit after you graduate. Because for me, my first thing, I don't check Instagram, I don't check TikTok, I don't even check like my messages. I check my email every single morning. I know that might sound crazy. It helps. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know what to look forward to throughout my day. I know what bills I gotta pay, what don't gotta get paid, what's coming in, what's going out. I know everything. So it's just important to start establishing that habit from early, just so you don't forget important things. Because when I was first starting out, baby, I barely checked my email. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like checking my email, because sometimes you'll see your grades in there, or professors talking to you, or whatever. Like, it's just a lot going on in the email, or a bunch of spam from random things like the dining hall or whatever. That stuff, it doesn't matter. Checking your email is something very important that I think everybody should do, even if you're not in college. And I think one of the most important things to take away from all of this is to learn how to advocate for yourself. Not only in college, but this extends past college. This extends past graduation. Because if you don't learn how to start that from now, it's going to be very hard down the line to learn how to stand up for yourself and to get the things that you possibly need. Because if I didn't stand up for myself, shoot, I don't even think I was able to stand up for myself enough, because at one point in college, they took $8,000 from me. And to this day, I still don't even have that money. The financial aid department, oh my days, they need to count their days, actually. But I think to really wrap up this video, the main things I want to take away that I really wish someone telling her was, for one, it's okay to change. It's okay for change to happen. It's inevitable. You're going to change. Whether you're going to change for the better or for the worse, that's up to you. And it's also okay to feel homesick, especially if you move, like, even if you're down the block. All you knew for 18 plus years was home. Now you're going out and branching out to a different space, a different city, a different state. It's okay to miss home. It's okay to miss home. Shoot, I be home every month. I go to school almost 6 hours away, and I still make it home every month. It's okay to miss it. It's literally okay. If you try to compare every aspect of your collegiate journey with what you see on social media, what you hear from your friends, what you hear from people who's older than you, that's younger than you, you will literally suck yourself into joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to others, because you are literally all on different paths. If somebody looks like their life is like all luxurious, and their whole life or their whole career just seems like it's just going to plan, maybe it is. Maybe it's luck. Maybe they have more help than you have. Maybe they have more money than you have. You cannot sit here and say, oh my gosh, like, I wish. Baby, they is not a star. This is not a star. Figure it out and put the work in and get you from point A to point B. A lot of us do not have generational nothing. You need to start being the generational starter. Don't wait on nobody. I want to be the one passing stuff down. I don't want to pass things up. Baby, that's not how generational wealth and generational anything happens. You don't pass it up to people that's already ahead of you or that's already older than you. That's not how that works. It's supposed to be passed down. And the last thing I want to really say, these years will go by so fast. I thought high school went by fast. No, college ran by faster than a crackhead on the street. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Invest in yourself and make sure you're taking care of yourself. You don't want to look 10 times older than you really are. College is supposed to be a learning experience, and it's also supposed to be fun. Enjoy it. This journey is yours. Make sure you do exactly what you have set out to do. Even if you don't know what you want to do, just try it all. That's the beauty of life. Try it all. The only worst thing you could do is fail. And all you gotta do is just get back up and start again. It's hard, but it's not that hard. You will succeed. But this is the end of my video. I am going to be starting back up my college diaries content again. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share this video. And I shall see you in my next one. Mwah. See ya.